Now, I have done mostly everything there is to offer in the Resident Evil 4 remake. I got all the trophies, I have the RPD Leon skin, I have speedrun attempts, but as I said, mostly. I do in fact have some challenges I have to do in the game still, which is why today, I took it upon myself to start this November off by attempting to complete every challenge that I have left, starting with this Separate Ways challenge. So for this challenge, we have to complete all requests from the merchant in Separate Ways, but in order to do that, we have to get through the toughest battle in the entire game. Moving on from there, we escape the castle and we move on to chapter 2 where we get our first request, which is to destroy all the blue medallions. After that, we go to the church to pray for no more bullshit whatsoever for the rest of the challenge, but it's a Resident Evil game, so there has to be bullshit for no apparent reason. After praying, we see the man behind it all, the merchant. He tells us that he has another request for us, but in order to complete it, we have to get through another one of the toughest battles in Resident Evil history. Chapter 3, we break into someone's house and start rummaging through the drawers to find the next request, but instead of finding one, we find the place where one is held. So we leave the house and arrive to our second request, which is to just literally sell a jacket. After finding a jacket, it only took saving myself from getting my head cut off and getting a major headache to escape, so I took it upon myself to break back into the house and take a nap. And hey, whoa, suddenly, I'm in a castle with a random Spanish guy. Inside the castle, we received our third request, which was part 2 of destroying blue medallions, so we went ahead and did that real quick. As we made our way through goblins and ghouls or whatnot, we received our fourth request down in the stinky-ass sewers of the stinky-ass castle, and better yet, we had to fish in the stinky-ass sewers for a giant stinky-ass fish that smelled like Trevor Phillips. After making it out of the sewers, we found handsome blonde guy helping the Spanish dude after the evil blonde guy killed him, so we decided to chase after the evil blonde guy, but in the middle of that, we found our fifth request, which was to find 3 cheeky buggers, pun intended. On the creepy-ass island, we came across our second-to-last challenge, which was to sell 2 ornate beetles, and after realizing there was one more left, I was determined to do this shit nice and fast instead of going after the evil blonde guy. We found John, and Paul, and sold them bitches to the merchant, and now we are ready to move on to our final challenge because I really do not feel like going through any more story besides the fact that we escaped a giant and fucking lasers, which then led us to the final challenge, which was to find 3 cheeky buggers, pun intended, again. And there we go, we officially did all 7 challenges, and now all we had to do was finish our story. Helped handsome blonde guy beat the evil guy, decided to betray our evil boss, and that was that. We officially completed everything, and we got our knife that we have been missing since 04. So to start off, I sold a crown for 100,000 pesetas in Separate Ways, which gave me the challenge points to buy the 04 knife, which also led to me getting one part of the weapon parts done. And I also went in the game and got the sniper rifle that I was missing, which also added on to that. So there was one more, and with that one more, I went into an old save and found out that I had enough to sell all of my weapons to get the infinite launcher, which is exactly what I did, which I got the weapon parts challenge done, which also led to me getting the complete all challenges in Separate Ways done. So we did all 3 of that in the span of at least like 30 minutes. So we are done with Separate Ways on the channel, like forever. The next 2 challenges we had to complete was for the main story, so we loaded in as my main man Leon to perform a follow-up attack on the big cheese from the 2nd floor with a knife. After dodging planks and even more planks, we finally sprayed him enough to drop him to the floor so we could stab the shit out of his all-seeing eye and complete our challenge. The next challenge was to defeat 5 enemies using
a wrecking ball.
So for this challenge, we let Ash control the wrecking ball as we distract the enemies to stand in front of it, so when she attacks, it hits them, which was simple enough, and we took out 2 motherfuckers and myself in the process because she decided to give us no warning whatsoever. But then other than that, we completed the last easy challenge. Alright, and now I just have one challenge left, and it is to... fuck.